Welcome back, guys. In today's video, we're gonna talk about today's video, guys, the new and updated tier list that I'm going to be making about Race V4. Because as you guys already know, Race V4 has been out for like about a week now, a week or two. Yeah, I think about a week only. So it's been about a week since Race V4 got released, and today we're gonna talk about the Race V4 tier list. So when I made my last tier list a couple days ago, it was in my opinion, it was kind of bad because I think it was very limited. The information I had back then was very limited, and the information we have on Race V4 now is a lot better than what we had back then. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the Race V4 tier list in today's video, but before that, let's go talk about the sponsor of today's video.
Hey, want to earn cash from the comfort of your home? With Just Earn, get paid for simple tasks like playing games, taking quizzes, and completing surveys. After finishing an offer, withdraw your favorite gift card, crypto, or Robux and get paid instantly. But why choose us? We have the most competitive rates and compiled simple, easy offer guides for you so anyone can earn. We also pay you to AFK on Discord. What are you waiting for? Join justearn.gg today.
Also, we just got 8,000 subscribers, so don't forget to like and subscribe and join the Discord. Probably gonna do a Dark Blade giveaway, and if not gonna, probably gonna be doing a Dark Blade giveaway alongside some other game passes and some other fruits. Just so you know, I have tons of fruits here, so I'm probably gonna do a lot of giveaway because we just reached 8,000 subscribers. So go join the Discord, guys. Giveaways are gonna happen soon. As you guys can see, I have a lot of fruits right there. So for the updated tier list, let's actually go to the website for tier list maker. Right, so for this newly updated tier list, I would want to first rate Ghoul. And alright, so Ghoul is at first, and I'm gonna put Ghoul in first. So the reason why I'm putting Ghoul in first right now is Ghoul actually has the 40% cooldown, and I just never knew that the 40% cooldown existed. So the 40% cooldown in Ghoul actually works in a very weird way, and you actually don't see it working. So basically, the way that the 40% cooldown in Ghoul works is that you can use moves that are still 40% away from being completely from reaching zero cooldown. So what this means is, if you have a move, for example, that lasts for 10 seconds, you would be able to use it when after 6 seconds. So let's say, for example, if you're using Ghoul V4 and you have that 40% reduction in cooldown, you would have, and your move has a 10-second cooldown, minus 40%, 10 seconds minus 40% is 10 minus 4, and you're gonna have 6. So basically, if you have a move with 10 seconds cooldown, if you have Ghoul Race V4, that's gonna be a 6-second cooldown now. And that's actually very overpowered. So that's going to be one of the reasons why Ghoul is going to be at the #1 spot, because Ghoul is going to have such a overpowered cooldown. And it also has an overpowered ability that lets you heal when you're fighting enemies. So let's say, for example, you're fighting enemies and you damage your opponent, it's gonna have life leech. And it's very overpowered in conjunction with Buddha. So even though Human is pretty OP, but I think that Ghoul V4 is definitely at the top spot right now. Knowing that Ghoul V4 has that 40% reduction in cooldown, you would be able to spam Leopard, you'd be able to spam Doe, you'd be able to spam Control, you'd be able to spam Quake, you'd be able to spam anything. And on top of being able to spam stuff, you would also be healing. Every time you hit somebody, you'd be healing. So let's say, for example, I hit somebody with Doe, I'd heal. If I hit somebody with Quake, I'd heal. It's very overpowered. Imagine it with Buddha. So Ghoul, need I say more? #1 spot, alright? Human ain't got nothing on Ghoul, alright? Human, not gonna be on close to Ghoul right now. So let's rate the second one. And for the next fruit for the next race that we have, we're gonna have Skypian. And personally, I'm gonna put Skypian at #4. So Skypian in the last tier list was at #3, but right now I'm gonna put Skypian at #4, and I'm gonna be giving my reasons why. The reason why Skypian is #4 is because the next two that I'm gonna put at 2 and 3 is actually overpowered as well. The races that I'm gonna be putting at 2nd and 3rd is super overpowered, which is why it's gonna have to be in 4th or probably 5th. Yeah, probably 5th. Yeah, 5th. So, or 4 or 5, but it's gonna be 4 or 5. The reason why is Skypian can fly. Skypian also still has that heal. Skypian has flight. Skypian also has this overpowered ability, the aura ability that allows you to that basically allows you to stun enemies when they get close to you. It also has this ability, and also when enemies get close to you, you take away their energy, which is very important. You also take away HP from them, and if they get too close to you, they're gonna get stunned, which is definitely very overpowered. But it's not gonna be as overpowered as the ones that I'm gonna put above it. So it's either 4 or 5. But for the Mink, bro, last time I put this at #3, but now I'm gonna put it at last. Now, The reason why I'm putting Mink at last right now is because I realized that Mink is actually pretty weak. Now, when I used Mink and got its race V3, I used the Tornado for PvP, and I realized it's actually pretty weak since the cooldown or the hitbox is actually pretty small. The only reason Mink was very powerful when my friend used it against me was because Mink was combined with Soul Guitar. So Mink still is pretty good. Like I said, all races is overpowered if you use it in conjunction with overpowered combos. So if you're gonna use Mink with something like Soul Guitar, which in my opinion pairs perfectly with Mink. Mink is very overpowered with Soul Guitar because the Soul Guitar move that allows the El Diablo move, it basically pushes people up and allows you to stun them. So if you use Mink with Do and Soul Guitar, it's gonna be overpowered. But it's definitely not enough to be at third. So I'm sorry, it's gonna be at 6 right now. So Fishman is probably gonna be at third or second. So I don't really know where to put. It's probably going to be at fourth. So sorry, not second or third. It's gonna be fourth or fifth. Now, depending on what you want more, it's gonna be Fishman, or it's gonna be up here or here. Now, the reason why I'm putting it up here, or actually second, it actually could be second, third, or fourth, or maybe even fifth. But in my opinion, guys, actually, let's put this down here. Let's make it like this. So this is still going to stay here, and this is going to be down here. And the reason why Fishman is not going to be first, in my opinion, is because the other race abilities that I'm going to show you is actually so overpowered. It's actually crazy. The other race abilities that I'm going to show you is overpowered, which is why it's not gonna be enough to beat. It's not enough to go to second or third because the other races are just overpowered. Like, tell me this. Is the Fishman defense stronger than 40% reduction in cooldown? Is Fishman defense stronger than 40% reduction in cooldown? Is Fishman defense stronger than 50% lifesteal? Is Fishman defense stronger than blind? Like, Ghoul has blind, lifesteal, and blind, lifesteal, 40% reduction in cooldown. It also has this awesome move that every time you dash, you deal damage to your enemies. Like, how is Fishman defense gonna be at number 1, bro? How is Fishman defense gonna be stronger than 40% reduction in cooldown with lifesteal and with a host of lots of other abilities? How? The reason for this is Fishman is not gonna be that second, third, or for first is because it's just a defensive race. It's not an offensive race. You can't even use this race for offensive. And the other two races pretty much combo it. The races above it combo it. It could even be fifth. But a lot of people love Fishman. A lot of people here are Fishman fanboys who can't accept that Fishman ain't really that overpowered. Fishman is overpowered if you use it well, but in my opinion, it's gonna be fourth. The other races are just super overpowered, guys, alright? So it's fourth, right? And you could probably put it at first if you want to, but honestly, Ghoul, 50% lifesteal, honestly, do you think that a shield is stronger than 50% lifesteal with 40% reduction in cooldown? You could legitimately spam Leopard with that 40% cooldown reduction and heal your HP so fast compared to the shield. And also, this one has blind. This one is so overpowered. Ghoul is so busted. Now, for human, we're gonna put it at second, or it could also be a third. Now, the only reason why human is at second or third is because human is actually, it could be second. It's most likely going to be second, right? I'm gonna put it at second because human you could choose two passes for human, right? Either do so much damage or have so much mobility or be able to use infinite sorrow. Basically, the sorrow move that human has is overpowered because every time you use the sorrow, it will make you invincible. So it's super overpowered. But the reason why it's not going to be at first is because the 40% cooldown in reduction is so overpowered. Ghoul has an offensive, has a defensive. Ghoul is basically perfect, right? Every time you go near a Ghoul user, you're gonna be blind, you're gonna take damage, and the Ghoul user has 40% reduction in cooldown. How are you honestly gonna beat that? Ghoul is overpowered. It has a 40% reduction in cooldown. So honestly, human can't be better than 40% reduction in cooldown. The damage that human does, however, can counter fish. Like, I heard somewhere that at max stacks, human can deal 8,000 damage with one move. If human can deal 8,000 damage with one move of human can break Fishman's shield. Right? So if one move of human can break Fishman's shield, what use is Fishman? Right? One move of human can break Fishman's shield. So if one move of human can break Fishman's shield, why even choose fish? It's basically useless against a human user. Human is so overpowered because it does so much damage, and you can also choose the ability to use Sorrow, and that also makes it super overpowered because it makes it super good for combos. Now, the third spot, we have Cyborg. Why? It's basically like Ghoul but a little bit worse. So for Cyborg, it has a 10% base reduction in damage. So basically, you're gonna take less damage as a Cyborg, even without the form. Even without a Cyborg V4 form, Cyborg is gonna take automatically less damage. Cyborg also has this awesome overpowered ability that will allow you to chain damage to multiple enemies. So it's perfect for teamers, right? So if you fight teamers, you have ability that can chain damage to other people. And also, Cyborg also has this ability that every time you get hit, the damage that you receive will be converted to energy. So it's overpowered as well. Also, Cyborg has this overpowered ability that allows you to jump, and it's very good for rushing as well. Human's damage over time also counters Fishman, by the way. So the damage over time that Cyborg can deal can basically counter Fishman, so that's why it's very overpowered. The Fishman's damage over time ability is definitely really good. I mean, the Cyborg's damage over time ability is definitely very awesome. It's super good. It's better than Fishman's shield in my opinion. And also, if you're fighting somebody, if you're a Cyborg user and you're fighting somebody and they're moving so fast, you could use the Cyborg energy core ability and they will take damage. But in my opinion, it's not enough to be better than Human or better than Ghoul. Ghoul is just so much better than Cyborg, and Human is just so much better than Cyborg as well. But Cyborg is basically an inferior version of Ghoul. In my opinion, Cyborg is an inferior version of Ghoul. But in my opinion, Cyborg can beat Human. Like for example, if it comes to teaming, Cyborg is probably best for teamers, or second best for teamers, because Cyborg has this overpowered ability that makes it super overpowered against teamers. But the base one in 1v1s is going to be the list. Mink at last because it's pretty much trash. Skypian, it's good, but it's an inferior version of Ghoul. Like honestly, Skypian is pretty easy to beat, right? Like it's pretty easy to beat. It's overpowered. It's overpowered, but in my opinion, it's not that good, right? It's just not that good because the stun. Like honestly, I can fight Skypian users and not lose, right? Like the Skypian stun that the Skypian stun that it does it's pretty good, but in my opinion, it's not that good, right? It's just not that good. Like for example, the ability that Cyborg has could deal more damage than the ability that Skypian does. It can sky camp, yes, but I mean, even if the Skypian sky camps, all you have to do to counter a sky camping Skypian is run away. So it's not that good. Fishman is also pretty good, but it doesn't have an offensive, so it's just why it's at 4. Cyborg is like an inferior version of Ghoul, better version of Angel. Human is very overpowered. It's basically probably the best for combos, or not the best for combos, but it's the best for damage. And Ghoul is just perfect. So if you guys enjoyed that video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I said, it still depends on how you want to use your races. Like in my opinion, there are different races that makes it the different races are very versatile, and if you could use it many different ways and basically be overpowered. So it all depends on how you want to use it, right? So if you want to use it some type of way, then yeah, it depends on how you want to use it. It depends on how you want to make it work, or it depends on how you want to make it, or how you want to use it. It all depends on how you want to use it. I just want to say that right now, right? It depends on how you want to use it. Anyways, that's gonna be guys for today's video. Giveaway at this sword giveaway will happen pretty soon. So thank you guys for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.